Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from everyone's favorite Halo YouTuber. We are just days away from the alleged Halo Infinite multiplayer reveal at this year's Microsoft E3 press conference, and I am as excited as I am nervous. It's been over 5 years since a new Halo game has come out, and the excitement that comes along with them finally blowing the top off the secrecy behind this game is equally balanced by the suspense of another possible bad showing. As much as I stay cautiously optimistic, I can confidently say that the Halo Infinite multiplayer reveal needs to blow us away. Not literally, get your head out of the gutter. I don't mean blow us away as in give us a crazy CGI cutscene with a bunch of action, explosions, and marketing buzzwords. We need to be blown away with evidence of a refined and well-polished game. We need to see that the 6 years in between games wasn't a bunch of wasted time where they threw everything out and started over 2 years ago. We need to be convinced that this game is actually ready to come out and not some bogus trash they had to rush out the door because development just took too long. The evidence we've gotten so far along this development cycle hasn't done that. From reports of a tough development cycle to loss of studio heads, all leading up to an unpolished campaign reveal that resulted in the game being delayed an entire year. But it's not all doom and gloom. The full extra year of game development is promising. The Inside Infinite updates, although not my cup of tea, gave us some sort of look into Halo Infinite. I'm really hoping that the lack of information and details we have on the game is a sign that 343 have just been putting their heads down and grinding out the end of development, rather than them either being nervous to show us what they have, or not even having anything to show us at all. The general consensus on this game have been mixed between excitement and criticism. And after last year's E3 reveal, the gaming community as a whole needs to be reminded why they were so hyped for Halo Infinite in the first place. This really could be make or break for the widespread success of Halo Infinite and our dreams of Halo making its way back to the top of the gaming world. Everyone has their thoughts on sprint versus no sprint, Spartan abilities versus classic Halo, and I've honestly been bored to death with the wait for this game that I don't even care anymore. But I hope that whatever direction the multiplayer takes, this game releases as a complete product with every feature we would expect, unlike every other Halo release we've gotten under 343. And I don't want to hear any comments saying it's not their fault or that game development is hard. Everyone's working from home because of the pandemonium. They had 6 years. 6 years to make a Halo game. A recent leak from a former developer said that he expects the end product to be great, but he said don't expect it to be a groundbreaking masterpiece, or something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. But 6 years is enough time to put out 2 Halo games. If Halo Infinite isn't the best game ever made, I'm gonna have a conniption, an aneurysm. I might just blow up and die. I'm being dramatic. Obviously it's just a video game after all, but I need something to do after a miserable day of work, and there just isn't another game that plays like Halo. People don't really make arena shooters anymore. Halo is a unique experience, and we need 343 to lean into that instead of doing the opposite and trying to make Halo more like other popular games. So what do I want to see at E3 2021 from Halo Infinite? I just want gameplay. Put on a full match between some top Halo teams. Let us see what all the new pickups and movement mechanics look like in action. And sprinkle in some flight dates so I know when I can finally get my hands on Halo Infinite. I can't imagine that after all this wait, 343 just trots out 10 minutes of multiplayer gameplay and just talks over it. It doesn't seem like it would get any hype around the game, and the gaming community would probably just clown them for it. But I'm just so desperate for gameplay that I don't really just want a multiplayer trailer all choreographed to look exactly how they want it, and not really giving the perspective of someone playing the game. Seeing gameplay will give us the biggest indicator on how we feel about the game, at least until we get a chance to play, because even seeing gameplay doesn't tell the whole story. I've mentioned before on this channel that I hated Halo 5 the first time they revealed multiplayer gameplay. I hated the look of it, the ugly bars on the screen when you sprint. I hated all the Spartan abilities being added into Halo. But then I got a chance to play it and I really enjoyed Halo 5's multiplayer. There were definitely things I still hated, like Spartan Charge and Ground Pound, but I stick to HCS settings, which eventually removed them. It took 2 years, but I guess better late than never. Taking forever to implement changes the community wants is just par for the course with 343. But the point is that I never would have thought I'd love Halo 5's multiplayer the way I do when I saw multiplayer gameplay for the first time. So I definitely want to see Halo Infinite multiplayer gameplay at E3 this year, but I'm gonna wait until I play the game before I write it off if I don't like what I see. But that's it for me today. A little different style video than normal, but I wanted to try something new. So let me know if you liked it or not. Either way, there should be plenty to talk about after E3 this year, so stay tuned for future videos if you enjoyed the content. Consider dropping a like and subscribing so you can join in on everyone's favorite Halo YouTuber. Later.